because he knew I just got shot. He knew I was trying to figure something out. I had no music out, but he knew I could rap because we had, rapped on the phone and this and that. So basically I was just like, hey man, look, like I'm trying to do something different. Who's speaking for them? Nobody. I ain't heard one person say, man, I'm repping the Midwest, I'm standing for them. Well, I'm gonna do it then. Let it be that. Okay, I got this girl right here, she in the car. I can't get in the car. Cause whatever that's gonna be, I don't wanna get her nothing. I can't go in the house. Because if it's that type of situation, it's people in the house.
Alright guys, I'm AOA, this is AOA The Shed. Today we got Blakk Qane.
Oh, what's good? What's going on, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Thanks for stopping by. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Soundbar Studios, for giving us the setup. Shout out to them. All right, man. Take us back. What was your childhood like? Where were you? Give us all the details, both parents. I want to get to know you.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm from the South Side, Fort Wayne, Indiana. I grew up over in by Village Woods. I stayed with my mom till I was about maybe like 4 or 5, and then I started living with my grandparents. My pops, he was around, and then he started getting, he was in and out of prison. But I mean, for the most part though, my grandparents raised me for the most part though. But
were you into? What was your extra activities? What were you into growing up? What was the younger you like?
I mean, I was in sports. I went to Bishop Lewis High School, won a couple state championships with Jalen Smith.
Damn!
I was on the team with him, so that was cool. I mean, really, I was just outside for real. Like, I mean, like my grandparents and them, they was in church, so of course I had to be in church too. But we always find a way to go do, go get in trouble doing something else, But no, for the most part though, I was cool. I was low key, I just, had a thing for the women. I let that be my thing for a while till I start, having some issues.
Well, what was going on? What was your first encounter, or how old were you when you first started saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna start messing around?
11. Yeah, 11. I was tripping. I was tripping.
Was the girl older?
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
She wasn't tripping. It was crazy though.
Okay. Yeah. So then when did you said you stopped doing that when you ran into some issues? What issues are you talking about?
A little legal. Yeah, a little legal. So I had to take care of that for about a year and a half. Then I ended up moving to Atlanta. And I was down there for about 2.5 years. Just trying to, start fresh, do something different. That's when I got into the music. In 2015, I had a homie down there. And one day he was just like, man, I'm finna rap. Like, I'm thinking he playing. But like after about a week, he come back with like 4 songs. Like, hey man, look, I'm finna go to the studio with you. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll do it with you. So I found the studio. We was at a soul asylum in ATL. Shout out to Raphael Capone, real good guy. We used to get up like 4:30 in the morning. They had early bird sessions, 4 hours from 5 to 9. So we used to go and be there super early, work out a little bit, and then just try to, put some songs together. And then after a while, he was married at the time, so, life for him really started kicking in. So he like, well, man, I can't really do this for real. So he tried to get me to do it by myself, but I'm like, I was on some whole other, I was only doing it because you was doing it. Like, I'm doing it to help you for real. So I ended up coming back here, like in the fall of 2015, and I had a couple homies that I knew here that was doing the music a little bit, so I tried to link up with them, and we had, it was cool. I learned a little bit, but it didn't really materialize into anything. So then I started moving on my own around like 2018. I ended up getting shot though, and the situation I had going on at the time wasn't really ideal moving forward. So I really didn't know what to do at the time as far as making music, putting it out, learning how to put it out the right way, learning how to, market, like really set up like a marketing. It was like the whole, like I was trying to jump into it as a career, but the situation I was in at the time wasn't for that at all. But I had been having phone conversations with my business partner now, Pierre Givens, South of Heaven Entertainment, down in Dallas, Texas. He originally from St. Louis though. Shout out to the Loop. But me and him had a phone conversation, like for like a year, we was going through a mutual person. And the conversations just wasn't making sense for a long time. So me and him actually had a conversation like early one morning. Like he had sent me a message and I sent him one back and we just got on the phone. And we was on the phone for like a good 4 or 5 hours, really just trying to get an understanding of what the whole last year and a half was about.
Mm-hmm.
And because he knew I just got shot, he knew I was trying to figure something out. I had no music out. But he knew I could rap because we had, rapped on the phone and this and that. So I was just like, hey man, look, like I'm trying to do something different. Like, can you help me? Plain and simple. Like, can you help me? He was like, yeah, I can help you, but what you trying to do for real? I'm like, can I come down there with you? Everything we was talking about on the phone, I'm with it. But I need to come down there in order to really do it. And he was like, come on. Didn't tax me nothing, didn't ask me for nothing, didn't put me in no bad situation while I was there, never made me feel like I owed him anything. He was really on some, do you want to do music? This is what you want to do? I'm going to give you everything I got. And if it worked, you take it and run with it. And we're hearing that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to him.
Hell yeah, shout out to him for real. Where was this?
This was in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
But when we first started communicating, he was in St. Louis.
Okay.
And I was here in Fort Wayne. And he had everything set up for me to go to St. Louis. But I think it was, a divine plan for me and him to be in Texas, away from the Midwest, for us to really lock in with each other, though, to build a foundation for what moving forward, what me and him trying to build, which is really like just like a Midwest coalition, like the South already did it, the East Coast already did it, the West Coast did it. They talk about the Midwest, they talk about Chicago and Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got everybody else. Like, who's speaking for them? Nobody. No, I ain't heard one person say, man, I'm repping the Midwest, I'm standing for them. Well, I'm gonna do it then.
Yeah.
Let it be that.
Let's talk about a little bit of culture from the Midwest going to Atlanta. Let's take it back to where you said you wanted to reinvent yourself going in Atlanta. Why did you choose Atlanta specifically? And then what was the reason for coming back that you said, I can come back to Fort Wayne?
No, I had family down there.
Okay.
So it was really my grandparents, they was getting ready to move down there.
Okay.
So, and my auntie, she was more so like, well, just try it. You ain't even got to stay. But just, like, you just got out of jail, you just got shot last year, like, I mean, you just need to just do something different.
But you were shot before?
No, I was shot in 2018.
Okay.
But she was like, this was in, I had just got out of jail, this was in 2013, like August. And she was like, yeah, you need to just come down here, just do something, just start fresh. So I ended up going down there. And she had a friend she was dealing with who he was going to school at ITT Tech for electrical engineering. I give it a shot. You know what I mean? That's when I met my homie Tyrone who rap.
Mm-hmm.
Like first day though, like
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy how it all played out for real. Cause I ain't even end up staying in, like I only did like 3 semesters, but me and him was still cool after the school situation. Like I end up having a little situation that I ain't really had nowhere to stay for a minute. He let me stay with him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, come up, you can stay here. We ain't tripping. Whenever you figure something out, just do your thing. So I appreciate him for that too, because me being at his house is how, hey, look, I'm finna start doing music. All right, well, I'm finna do it too. I don't think it would have happened, because we had already knew each other for like a year. And like it never got talked about like, let's do this. So for me to be in that situation, not having nothing going on, literally like, what I'm finna do, like, and then for him to throw that on the table, I just took it as like a new life, like a new challenge. Like, all right, well if I can't do this, then I don't know what's going on. So I gotta make this work. You know what I mean? And I just been pushing ever since, for real.
Yeah. Can you talk about what were you when you had that injury, sustained that injury? Was it something that led up to it, or was it a random incident? You were just standing out, or?
No, it was a random incident, for real. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. I had just so happened to go outside. I was had a girlfriend I was dealing with at the time. She took a phone call and I went outside. So we was ready to leave, and I had just so happened to go outside and go down the stairs, and a car bent the corner, and I seen who it was, but they kept on going. So I'm standing at the back of her trunk, just waiting to see what she finna do. I get a call. My dad called me, so I'm talking to him, but I see the car come back up the street. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on for real. I'm kind of already, knowing what's, I'm probably already knowing what it is, but.
You just didn't think it was for you?
No, not necessarily that.
Okay. I'm
thinking, okay, I got this girl right here, she in the car. I can't get in the car, because whatever that's going to be,
yeah,
I don't want to get her nothing. I can't go in the house, because if it's that type of situation, it's people in the house. I ain't finna take off running. Let me just see how I play out. But this whole time I'm on the phone with my dad though. So I'm trying to like tone him out, but also pay attention to what's going on. So he pull up behind me. I hear, hey, what's going on? Yo. So I get ready to turn around. He's in a shot. It hit me. Oh shit. So I duck. He's saying like 4 or 5 more. So I dive in the car. Tell her to pull off. She pull off. We try to get to the hospital. I called them halfway. They come pick me up, and it was cool though. It was, in and out situation. My fault, in and out situation. So like, it wasn't nothing major as far as life or death. But yeah, it was a crazy situation though.
How was your father reacting when he heard this? Obviously, he's on the phone. What was his reaction?
He didn't even know, because soon as because right before it happened, I told him I was gonna call him back, but I never hung up the phone. So we heard some commotion, but he didn't know what was going on. So about 4 hours later, when I actually talked to him and told him what was going on, he was more so like, he was more so in shock. Like I really don't think he believed it for real. But until he knew it was for real. But I don't think he didn't believe it for at first.
What
would you believe it though? Like,
not if I just heard like you thinking a little argument.
We were just talking on like
you just hear verbiage in the background when it's about to hang up. You're like, oh, he's probably talking to a friend or something.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What has changed for you personally in your life? Do you just go home all day? Do you work? Like, what's changed for you since this incident?
Well, like the last 2 years, I've been working, just trying to fund this career I got. I just had a son a couple months ago, my first son.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. So really, I'm just focused on pushing a positive situation for real. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't did everything else. Like literally, I feel like I didn't live the life, and I say it was ended the day I got shot. Like
any other outside type of stuff.
I'm talking about any negative mentality I had, any ill mentality towards my nature, any like just negativity in general. Not for people, just me internally, like just what I had going on. I feel like that day it more so put me in a position like, hey man, just do something else. Like, do something else. And it was hard. It was hard. Like to start from never writing a song to then try to turn it into a career that people respect and actually want to help you push forward. That's hard to do, man. It really is. But when you got drive to do it, it's fun. It make it interesting. It make you hungry for it, because to see the reaction, to see the satisfaction in myself when I hear it in the mirror and I get to smiling like, yeah, I did that. Like it just make you want to build on it, you know. So it's cool. I'm thankful for it.
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely thankful for it, for sure.
Now let's talk about the music scene here in Fort Wayne. Is it somewhere where someone can live off of their music and just travel, you know, for a few months out the year, like a traveling career, or is, you know, but majorly known for being a Fort Wayne artist? What do you think about that? Is it possible to make money off of living in Fort Wayne on a music career?
Honestly, I feel like if an artist makes it to the status of celebrity, I feel like anything is possible. I feel like right now we at a great foundation building wise. Like, Fort Wayne had a music scene for a long time, but the talent that's out right now, I feel like it's getting took to another level. I feel like once the professionalism is locked in, for sure, I feel like, because we already have big artists come through here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. This city is not opposed to hip hop being a situation for real. It's just who's going to be in the forefront of it, and who's going to be the people behind them, or her, or them, to make sure that it stays like that for the next 20 years. You know what I'm saying? If we could do that, it'd be a great situation. Right now, it's more so, you know, the internet is great because that's where a lot of the marketing and a lot of the money's coming from for the artists here. The networking is starting to pick up more, but I feel like it'll take an artist really going to that level. Professionalism is going to be key, because that's what I feel like that's what the Midwest lack, is the professionalistion.
You experience a lot of that? Like, is it because they just haven't been shown?
No, I'm talking about, well, I mean, you could say that, but I mean, look at the way they market us. They don't market us in a light where it's positive to come around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always talk about drill, rap killing, murder rates. They don't talk about no positivity for real. And then if an artist does go that route, he almost have to be commercial, like, with, you know what I'm saying? Why can't somebody do both and merge both sides of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do the people on the south side, or the people who have lived that life and that's what they choose to talk about, why can't they go do a show why can't they host a show at Pierre's? You know what I mean? Shout out to Taylor Zank, right?
Hell yeah.
Crazy. He's super dope, and he's global.